What is the Quick Charge PMA and how do you use it to power your home? With the Quick Charge PMA you can create a simple, easy to use, affordable power system. This system can be used anywhere that you can use a backup generator, and it is more easily transported to where you need it than a big bulky generator would be. You can use this system to provide lights when there is a power outage during a storm. You can use it as a backup power for your off-grid home when you need more power than you are getting from your wind and solar system. Or you can even use it by itself when you are first setting up your off-grid home. It is a very affordable way to provide for the needs of your family. You only need a small engine. These engines use very little fuel. This helps save gas and money when compared to using a large generator such as the 5,000 watt systems that are many times used as backup generators. When using a large backup generator, it is running using the same amount of fuel needed to produce full power even if you are only running a few light bulbs. By using the Quick Charge PMA system, you'll only run the engine when you need it to charge the batteries. Then you can turn the engine off while continuing to use the stored power. This is perfect when you're only needing to use a small amount of power and do not need 5,000 watts or more of power all at once. It is easy to build your Quick Charge PMA battery charging system. The Quick Charge PMA comes to you with the fan and pulley on it. You simply use a fan belt to connect the Quick Charge PMA to the engine that you are using to power it. You will use a small gas or diesel powered engine. Engines between 3 1/2 and 5 horsepower work the best. You will need the pulley that comes with the Quick Charge PMA, and you also need a pulley on the engine. If you are using a 5 horsepower engine, you will use a 1-to-1 ratio. Diesel engines run more slowly than gas engines, so if you're using a diesel engine, you will need the pulley on the engine to be larger than the pulley that is on the PMA. You can even use a lawnmower engine to run the Quick Charge system. Simply remove the blades from underneath the mower and then put a pulley where the blades were. Then run a belt out of the side or back of the mower deck. This is a very easy way to be able to build a portable Quick Charge PMA system. You will use a mounting bracket for the PMA to hold it steady. You can purchase a specially made bracket like this one, or you can use a bracket such as this bracket to hold the PMA solid while the system is running. This is just a standard alternator bracket and is easy to find. When you have the Quick Charge PMA and the engine connected to each other with the pulley and belt, the system is ready to use. An easy and inexpensive way to connect the power to the batteries is by taking a set of battery jumper cables and then cutting the ends off of one side. This side can be hardwired to the PMA. That leaves the side with the clamps ready to use when needed. You can use them to connect to the bus bars in the battery pack, to the batteries in the system, or even to the battery on your car when it needs to be charged. The Quick Charge PMA system is lightweight and easily portable. If you put it on a wheeled cart or even an old lawnmower deck, you can easily push it to where you may need it. This can be used for charging the batteries on your car or your farm equipment. You can also build a fixed mounting system for the Quick Charge if you're going to be leaving it in the battery shed with the batteries and the inverter. You can build a wooden or metal box or use a simple wooden or metal plate. You can set this on top of tires and that will help cushion against vibration. This system can produce over 50 amps of power, which will very quickly charge the batteries. If you have a very large battery pack, you can use 2 of the Quick Charge PMAs run by a 7 to 10 horsepower engine so that you can get twice as much power. However, to keep the system running for a long time without needing to replace the rectifier, it is best to keep the power output to just a bit under 40 amps. This will still quickly charge the batteries at the same time as protecting the long life of the Quick Charge system. Use the Quick Charge PMA as a way to break your ties to the utility company, as a backup power system, to charge the car batteries, the golf cart, boat, motorcycle, or anything that uses a 12-volt battery system. Let your imagination run wild with the endless possibilities for the use of this easy and affordable system.